Hi, I'm Suzanne Herzog, Iowa's independent candidate for U.S. Senate, and I'm glad you're here. Now, yesterday I heard expert advice from the CEO of the American Psychological Association, and he was addressing the American Federation of Teachers and the National PTA, or Parent-Teacher Organization. And what he was trying to convey was how important the mental and emotional health of parents is when you consider the psychological impact on children. Dr. Arthur Evans also pointed out that what we're actually doing right now is physical distancing. He doesn't like the term social distancing because social connectedness and our relationships are very important at this time. They even have a physiological impact on protecting us from stress. So another way I'd like to help boost your immune system and protect you from stress is promote a little bit of good nutrition. You know, our physical well-being has a huge impact on our mental health as well. So here's a tip or something that's worked very well for my partner and I over the last several years. Whenever we drink a smoothie, we try to get in our diet what we generally are missing when we're consuming other foods. You know, we're all maintenance these days. And I think nutritionists have been finding, especially over the last several decades, that the way we evolved as human beings means that most of our diet should be plant-based. We need all these good micronutrients to make all our metabolic processes very efficient. That helps combat disease and makes us age a little more gracefully. So I'd like to share with you today a plant-based smoothie. Now, getting enough plant-based products in our diet can sometimes be a challenge. I know it is for me. I love cheese and proteins and fats and carbs, but this is a good way to just make sure that along with that, you're getting enough of these great micronutrients in your body. So what I'm going to do is start out with this is going to be enough for two people. Here we're going to put in a half of an avocado. I usually throw in 1 or 2 kiwis. I just like kiwis. I understand that there also might be one of the few fruits that have those great omega-3 fatty acids for your brain that helps your mood and your thought processes. Here I have an orange. We'll throw an orange in there. And I usually throw in a lot of greens. You know, my boyfriend in particular is not necessarily a fan of raw greens, so this is one of the best way to get enough of them in him to keep him healthy. And I put a lot of these in here, so we're going to just pile them in. We're going to put in a lot of greens. Well, I might have put a little more than I need here, but what I usually do is fill up probably at least a good third of my blender with enough greens for the both of us. Okay. Now, of course, the best way to get your greens is locally sourced. And I can't wait till the farmers markets are going again, or if you're a member of your local CSA. But it's not only great for your own health and to have a more secure food chain, but it's wonderful for the environment too. Whenever you can, get all your ingredients produced as close to home as possible. So I always put in frozen fruits, and these are blueberries. Of course, you know blueberries have a lot of wonderful antioxidants and other good micronutrients for you. And I throw in a lot of other frozen fruit because that really helps the consistency of this. You actually need enough frozen fruit so that it's not slushy. And a lot of these frozen fruits, like peaches or mangoes or strawberries, actually just give the whole drink a little more complex and delicious flavor. Now, to blend all this up, we need a little bit of liquid. I like to use whatever your favorite probiotic drink is. You know, probiotics are, of course, those happy bacteria that help you absorb nutrients in your intestines. And it just seems like a nice flavor. So this all remains a plant-based product. Okay? So we just throw that all in the blender. We close it up and we give it a whirl. So here we are. Now the appearance isn't always the most appetizing, but it is frosty and refreshing. So nutrition is important. And I think one of the best reasons to take care of ourselves is not just so that we feel good or look a little better than we might otherwise, but so that we have more energy, motivation, and stamina to support our family, friends, and communities. Now, I've been pretty focused on nutrition for the past 20 years, and now I'm 52 years old, and I'm not doing too bad for my age. But I've been very fortunate to have good health, and I am a well-fed Iowa girl who can never say that I ever lived in an area that could be qualified as a food desert. So one of my main motivations in running for office is to make sure that you have access to all the resources you need to reach your full health and life potential. To your health. Delicious.